Now to a developing story out of the Vatican this morning, raising even more concerns about Pope Francis's health. The pontiff's aide reading his speech for him after Francis quietly told the audience he is, quote, not well. All of this follows the Pope's cancellation of a trip to Dubai on doctor's orders. Nick Smith joins us now once again. Nick, what more are you learning and what more can you tell us this morning?
Markie, we're now learning that the Pope is actually receiving fluids through an IV. Simply put, His Holiness's health is front of mind for pilgrims around the world. We have new pictures this morning of the Pope's weekly audience with the public. While the 86-year-old was present, his voice was noticeably absent. The Holy Father stood briefly, gave the sign of the cross, and then sat down. He told the public his voice doesn't sound, quote, pretty, so an aide read his speech for him. The Pope is recovering from lung inflammation that began after he contracted the flu. Now, Pope Francis is now receiving antibiotics through an IV. His doctors have ruled out pneumonia and have advised him to cancel a trip scheduled for the UN climate conference in Dubai. He would have been the very first pope to attend the event since its inception in 1995. In a statement which reads in part, the Vatican said, although the Holy Father's general clinical picture has improved with regard to the state of influenza and inflammation of the respiratory tract, the doctors have asked the Pope to not make the trip scheduled for the next few days to Dubai. A spokesperson for the Holy See press office said while the Pope hopes to be a part of the discussions, he doesn't offer details on what that could look like. While in Dubai, Pope Francis was expected to address world leaders and inaugurate the first ever faith pavilion. This is not the first time the Pope has canceled a foreign trip due to health concerns. In 2022, he was forced to postpone a trip to the Congo and to South Sudan because of knee inflammation. Now, the pontiff has dealt with a number of health issues over the years. He was most recently hospitalized for intestinal surgery.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.